Today I'll be reviewing Pokemon Journeys episode 41. So, you guys saw this episode, or hopefully you didn't. This was a strange two-part episode. There was nothing important happening in it at all. There was no character progression, no training, nothing. Goh didn't even catch a Pokemon, which says something because he always does that. So the first half was called Operation Dub Pikachu, and Team Rocket is just chilling there in their hideout while Meowth is sick with a cold. So they decide to dub over some tapes of Pikachu so that they can figure it out. And Wobbuffet just has recordings of Pikachu just cuz, I guess. So Jesse and James take turn dubbing Pikachu, and James comes to the conclusion that Pikachu is wishing them well and goodbye. And that Pikachu is saying only kind things and that it loves them, but only Meowth knows the truth. And that half of the episode pretty much just ends with Meowth feeling better, so we never found out what Pikachu actually said. So although it was funny, I can't even rate this half highly, even with us seeing Morpeko there at the end, so this gets a 2 out of 5. And for the second half of the episode, it was called Half a Marshstomp, and this part was probably worse than the first half to me. I can't even say this part was funny. The only accomplishment that happened was undone in this half, or in this episode, so that just made it worse. So Ash and Goh come across a Marshstomp who's stuck in the ground and they can't get it out. So Goh does what he does and tries to catch it. And at first I thought it was a 200 IQ plan, but it didn't work at all. So they try asking other Marshstomp for help, but they won't help for some reason, whatever, it's their friend. So Goh asks Sobble, who is useless since it's being shy and won't use Water Gun. And honestly, after that, I was pretty much annoyed. All these water-type Pokemon and no one's using Water Gun or any water-type move? Really? So, then they try carrying water across with a leaf, and that doesn't work. Then they meet a Ludicolo and asks it to use Rain Dance, and it uses Sunny Day instead. And then it finally uses Rain Dance, and they help Marshstomp out. So, all the Marshstomp are now with the Ludicolo walking off into the sunset. Until the next day, we see them all the Marshstomp are back stuck in the ground, and that's pretty much how the episode ends. So this second half was honestly just more annoying than the first half. It wasn't even as entertaining, and Goh didn't even catch a Pokemon, which says enough about this episode, or this half. I know a lot of people expected Marshstomp to join Ash or Goh's team. I wasn't sure or didn't really care either way, but the fact that that didn't even happen just put the nail on the coffin for this episode. They didn't even explain why they were in the Hoenn region, if it was for research or for anything. They didn't even attempt to give us a reason. So honestly, this is a 1 out of 5. This episode felt like it was structured strangely and neither story was resolved at the end. The only thing good that could possibly have come from this episode was probably that the main writers and animators probably gave more time to the Darkest Day arc. Aside from that, this episode in terms of story and plot provided absolutely nothing. So this was a 3 out of 10. Don't even bother watching this if you haven't seen it. I am excited for the next episode though. We're finally getting to the Darkest Day arc. Can't wait to talk about that in a future upload. So with all that being said, thanks for watching and bye.